So I was getting my wee thinking cap on this morning, and I've had a few conversations with some of the swim queens this morning, and the state of how people feel at times when we are putting ourselves out there. Like, I am somebody that's always been pretty much out there. I've played rugby at a high performance level. I'm a social worker by day job. I've worked children and families, prisons, in that environment where you have to be comfortable in your own skin talking out loud, especially to groups. So this is something that comes natural to me. Like, this isn't something that I expect people to be comfortable with. But what I think is really, really important is when you think about your nervousness and your anxiety and your journey, that is only ever catapulted into somebody else's motivation. Like, you are never going to be judged on that, right? Your journey to becoming a better version of yourself, especially in terms of managing stress, anxiety, low mood, depression, chronic pain, anything that you are doing this for, your journey is then their motivation to start. Because if you help one person because of what you've said and what you have shared, that's a collective experience. So then that person wants to go and do it. So that is why I think a podcast and the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, I'm all over every single social media platform, because that is a way of shared experience nowadays. That is the way of the world. We post what we're doing, but we also don't post some of the negative, bad stuff. So mental health is absolutely massively underreported all across the board, even on social media. People want you to know the good snippets of their life. They also don't want you sometimes to know that, oh my God, I can hardly get up in the morning sometimes, or my anxiety is so crippling sometimes that I don't think I can do the day-to-day tasks. See, when you're in that water and you're getting in that water and you're staying in cold, freezing water, I'm telling you this right now, you can do anything that you need to do in life. If you get over that threshold and you manage to stay in that water, I am telling you this now, there is nothing bigger than getting that, because your body goes into that survival mode. You overcome your amygdala, you turn off your warning signs, you are feeling like, yes, I can do this. Yes, I have mental health. Your mental health does not go away. Everybody has mental health. It's either well looked after mental health, at times it could be neglected. New mums, for instance, we have to put your own mental health and your own needs on the back burner. This is a time when people absolutely catapult with their own mental health or spiral. Menopause as well, that's another one. When people are going through menopause, you cannot cope with that hormone imbalance and how your body then responds to that panic or fight or flight mode. Hormones are connected to serotonin, oxytocin, cortisol, everything. But stress, anxiety, low mood, depression, everything that has chemical imbalances in your brain impact on your amygdala and your decision making, your moods. Your brain is so complex. Cold water has been proven to overcome some of this. So I think it's really important that we do, and me especially, we share the bad times and why we're doing it, because your journey becomes somebody else's motivation, and that is never ever going to be something I'm going to apologise for. And I encourage you to give the raw version of yourself as well, because we always want to strive better, right? But sometimes we hide our bad points. Our bad points are who we are. We can't hide away from it. If you want growth and healing and to overcome things and trauma that you've been through in the past, you have to own them. It's honestly the only way that you can move forward. And for me, absolutely cold water therapy and cold water immersion, the wild swimming has been an avenue that I'm able to cut all this shit, cut through anything, any masking, any hiding of any emotions and feelings, because when you're there and they're in that water and you're there and then you can't really pretend to be somebody else, because you're trying to get your breath, you're thinking about stuff, your body and your mind's pulse racing. I'm telling you, any issue that you have can be helped and aided with cold water swimming. Anything. I do want to say though, if you have got issues with like your heart or any medical issues, I would go and get checked out by a GP before you do it, and never ever go on your own, there's been times when some of us have went our own. That's something that we discourage because of the safety, and I know we're all probably aware of the recent events in Edinburgh with Jenny Hastings, who sadly lost her life in while swimming. So you have to be prepared, you have to have warm clothing, you have to make sure you've got a hot drink, preferably a buoy if you're out. If you're dipping and not going out into deeper water, I would still recommend a buoy, just because you can float around on it and you are seen to lead by example. If other people are seeing you without a buoy, they might go out further without one. So yeah, lots of things to think about. But yeah, basically I'm rambling now because I only actually came on to discuss the fact that I wanted you to share your story. So we digress. That is something that's very much something that happens. And I have to apologise because I'm actually with my friend at the minute, and she's driving and she's like looking at me like I'm a mad.